Concentrate on breathing. Exhale from the lower stomach. Concentrate strength in both palms. Exhale loudly.
Sudden changes throughout the lung radius. Disorder spontaneous, nevertheless it's dangerous. It's not painless, it makes you stop what you're doing. Sudden sharp pains along with chest movement. Asymmetrical chest wall is under the attack. Degree of damage depending on how much air is trapped. Lung collapse, the patient's unstable. Attention pneumothorax, it proves to be fatal. Cyanosis and shortness of breath. From a gunshot or a knife wound to the chest. Respiratory distress on air penetration. Trapped in the pleural space on each inspiration. How can it be the lung becomes a one-way valve, causing victims to throw in the towel? But can he survive with an increase in pressure on the affected side? Hyperresonant percussion notes. The therapist must perform the needle aspiration to relieve the heart. There's no time to waste. Insertion of the needle in the second or third intercostal space.
Neuromuscular disease, nothing is absolute. Fluctuating weakness, voluntary muscle groups. With slow onset fatigue, improves with rest. But how will we know positive sense long tests? Paralysis descending from mind to ground. By assessing the patient, this is what can be found. Drooping of the eyelids, RTs back on the mission. Checking for diplopia, which means double vision. Chapter number 30 in my respiratory manual. 20 to 70,000 people affected annual. We aim to get them over the hump like the camel. It takes great strength and courage like Daniel in the lion's den to monitor the diaphragm, vital capacity, inspiratory pressure maximum.
Let's go on a journey taking exploration to help you understand the respiratory system. Sit back and listen to the keyboards and drums. Absorb the material, soak it up like a sponge. Just like your lungs with your trachea, nose, throat, and tongue, breathing is essential. Look at what you've become. I inhale deeply, taking it all in. Cleanse my bloodstream, bringing oxygen. It's where it begins, the arteries dispel. Fresh oxygen into trillions of cells. It really feels well like it lasts for infinity. Oxygen turns nutrients into energy. What happens when the oxygen is used?
I breathe in for 5 seconds, and then I hold it. For 6 seconds, let it out, and then I blow it.
You can't escape.
I breathe in for 5 seconds, and then I hold it. 6 seconds, let it out, and then I blow it.
This is respiratory sun 2, shadow blocks and sun 2. Fighting lung diseases with the combination of 1, 2. Rearranging lung compliance, changing synchronization, mechanical ventilation. My charismatic persona is a rare find like marginal zone lymphoma. Styles hot like Arizona in the summertime. We gotta stay efficient, applying principles for the airways resistance. Therapy prepared like Egan's fundamentals of respiratory care. Connect the essentials, strategizing metals, reoccurring statements, fractions of inspired oxygen concentration. FiO2, be careful what you do. Keep the saturations above 92. Don't get lost in confusion, the most common cause for hypoxia and mismatched ventilation confusion.
The art of RT. Old man Smitty was in his 50s. How to smoke his cough, unpack your history. Auscultation here, O-Wizdom, favorite brand Marlboro. Shortness of breath episode at the carnival. Cough production grade yellow, speed of growing winter months. Smoking like a chimney, he never was a miniature. Tobacco was a signature, he could never get rid of. The chronic cough that he had, he should have read literature. Intrusions, bronchial cigarettes are hazardous. Acute exacerbation, treated with beta-2 agonists. Short-acting bronchodilators are the strategist. Decrease airflow from a PFT imaginist. Proceed ahead no matter how bad it gets. You better think twice before you light another cigarette.
Low blood pressure equals high voltage. As we react, cardiovascular collapse. We respond with the quickness, small time elapse. Known as the smooth beat, I specialize in the art of RT. If your heart rate falls below 60, bradycardia is your category. We can treat it with atropine or dopamine. Even atropine can be rushed to the scene. Cold blue, that's my team.
This jam here is called the respiratory. Put your hands up like the Lord gave the glory. Inhale and exhale, slow on the expiratory. Sounds like we might hear on the auscultatory. May include a wheeze from a COPD story, or asthma, and we might have to ask a family member. You can see what they remember. Get a history, respiratory mystery. Respiratory, breaking down lung diseases RT specialty, chronic bronchitis, emphysema, asthma and bronchiectasis, EC, pneumonia, lung abscess, tuberculosis, all the fungal diseases so you know.
The name is derived from the Greek root acid, literally sharp, referring to the sour taste. We need it to live everywhere and every place as the earth rotates through continuous space. If a patient turns blue in the face, 100% is what we give with no time to waste. We need to sustain our mind state. Read through your eagles, find out what is contraindicate. A highly reactive non-metal that readily forms with oxide and we consider it special. Relied on by the doctors, RTs and nurse. It's the third most abundant element in the universe. After hydrogen and helium, it's the art of RTing. You wonder what they see in them? Eighth element, everything is relevant. Photosynthesis continuously replenishing. Is used for heat and internal combustion. On and on from the power of the sun. On and on from the power of the sun. Oxygen.
Airway obstructions can happen anytime. Gasping and cyanosis, two of the many signs. Some patients you may find with difficult breathing struggles, inability to speak with use of accessory muscles of the neck and chest due to panic reactions, sternal intercostal epigastric retractions. It takes just a second of a moment in time. Between life and death, there's a thin line. When there's a patient choking, it's the instincts you trust. If that patient is conscious, use abdominal thrust until the foreign object dislodges the pharyngeal. But if they're unconscious, use an oral pharyngeal. Airway. Insert it properly to fit. You measure the airway from the corner of the lip to the angle of the jaw to ensure proper length. Hyperextend the neck using minimal strength. Cross finger technique is the best route. Insert the tip pointed towards the roof of the mouth. Use it as a bite block in case a patient sees. Rotate the airway piece 180 degrees. Insert it opposite of the anatomic way, but nasal airways, the anatomic shape. And like all things airways, this comes with practice. Nasal airways causes trauma and epistaxis, but with patience and experience, this can be mastered.
You can't escape.
That's deep.
I was one
Art
of
of RT. Happy Respiratory Week.
I breathe in for 5 seconds, and then I hold it. 6 seconds later, I